Hello, welcome to my solar system unit plan. My lesson will mainly focus on cognition, standards, and technology. Norman Webb's depth of knowledge levels can help teachers meet that challenge. Depth of knowledge categorizes tasks according to the complexity of thinking required to successfully complete them. There are 4 levels. Number 1, recall and reproduction. Number 2, skills and concepts. Number 3, strategic thinking. And number 4, extended thinking. Another useful tool for teachers to reach each student on a cognitive level is to use Howard Gardner's multiple intelligences. Howard Gardner of Harvard has identified 8 distinct intelligences. This theory has emerged from recent cognitive research and documents the extent to which a student possesses different kinds of minds and therefore learn, remember, perform, and understand in different ways. Visual learners think in terms of physical space and are very aware of their environment. They like to draw, do puzzles, and read maps. They can be taught through drawings and physical imagery. Verbal linguistic learners use words effectively. These learners have highly developed auditory skills and often think in words. They like reading, playing word games, making up poetry and stories. Logical mathematical are reasoning and calculating learners. They think conceptually and abstractly and are able to see and explore patterns and relationships. They like to experiment, solve puzzles, and ask cosmic questions. Interpersonal learners learn by understanding and interacting with others. These students learn through interaction. They have many friends, empathy for others, and street smarts. They can be taught through group activities. Intrapersonal learners understand their own interests and goals. These learners tend to shy away from others. They're in tune with their inner feelings. They have wisdom, intuition, and motivation, as well as a strong will, confidence, and opinions. They can be taught through independent study. Musical learners show sensitivity to rhythm and sound. They love music, but they are also sensitive to sounds in their environments. They may study better with music in the background. They can be taught by turning lessons into lyrics, speaking rhythmically, and tapping out time. Naturalistic learners learn by working with nature. Naturalistic students enjoy learning about living things and natural events. They may excel in the sciences and be very passionate about environmental issues. Bodily kinesthetic learners use their body effectively like a dancer or a surgeon. They have a keen sense of body awareness. They like movement, making things, and touching. They communicate well through body language and can be taught through physical activity, hands-on learning. We will now watch a video on integrating technology in the classroom.
People have been integrating technology in the classroom forever. What I think is really exciting about what we're seeing now is that technology is being used to fundamentally transform what the classroom is, fundamentally transform what you can do with the classroom.
I think to define technology integration, it's really using whatever resources you have to the best of your abilities. Technology, it's a tool. It's what you do with that tool, what you can make, what you allow the students to make. That's really what technology is about. If you can do this lesson without technology, that's great. But if you can do it better with technology, then that's why you use it. That's why you use tools.
This is a list of different applications that you can use to make music or do art. I've used it to record some of my personal narratives that I've written.
My eyes were drooping. I was drifting off to sleep.
Students today are creating using digital tools. They're not creating using analog tools. For us to feel like we really are connecting with our kids and to make learning fun for our kids and meaningful, we need to meet them where they are. Kids can create podcasts, movies, songs to express their ideas, express their thoughts, but also to express their learning.
When you create, you take ownership of your learning. You understand it in a very different way than if you just memorized something from a textbook, or if you just read it over and over again, or watched it in someone else's film. If you were able to translate that information into your own film, your own content, your own something to share, that's just amazing.
And sometimes they learn things we didn't expect them to learn. Like I had my second graders reflect on the project they did, and some of them said, I learned how to get along with somebody, or I learned how to work with somebody.
There is no denying that technology will help students acquire the skills they need to survive in a complex, high technological, and knowledge-based economy. Creating takes ownership and understanding in a different way. Think of Webb's Depth of Knowledge Stage 4 Extended Thinking. Resources like Twitter allow for students to share their ideas and connect with the world around them. And Animoto, which allows for students to create a presentation to demonstrate their learning. We will now move on to the standards that I used in my lesson. In my lesson, I used the Common Core State Standards for English and Language Arts. I also used the California Standards for Science. The technology standards that I addressed were creativity and innovation. My Sun, Moon, and Earth unit contains 7 lessons and takes about 2 weeks. I will use a Star Walk application, Brain Pop videos and quizzes, learning maps called MindMeister, and a hands-on moon phase project to address my visual, interpersonal, and kinesthetic learners. Tools such as Mr. Parr's YouTube music videos, solar system interactive application games, and an engaging activity to measure the distances between each planet. For all my musical, intrapersonal, and naturalistic learners. Other tools include Skype in the classroom, creating avatars using Voki, exploring the internet and space through Google Earth, and blogging about our learning using KidsBlog. This will address my interpersonal, intrapersonal, visual, and verbal learners. Thank you for watching!